This is Stranger Things 3, the game. And as the name suggests, it was released as a tie into season 3 of the show. But there's one pretty big problem in 2025, as the game is fully delisted. Probably for the best, but more on that later. Physical copies are basically the only option left, and considering this didn't get a release other than the US limited run version, what used to be a cheap tie-in game now costs far more than it ever should. And every month, it becomes a little bit more of a collector's item. So that makes this one of the rarest and most expensive platinum trophies you can earn. And of course, with the last season of Stranger Things here, I'm going to be doing exactly that. We begin with Mike and Lucas in the new Starcourt Mall, who are trying to sneak into a movie. The game basically follows the events of season 3 really closely, but there's also a lot of added filler, and unfortunately most of that filler isn't that interesting, as it's just fetch quests, looting, and opening doors through puzzles. By the time you've taken out a few rats and solved your first switch puzzle, you've basically seen the full gameplay loop of this game. After all that work just to sneak into the cinema, to make things worse, there's a blackout, probably caused by the Russians. So the boys can't watch the movie anyway, and decide to head to Mike's basement, which is sort of the hub you keep going to after each mission. Yeah, that's right, this is where all Will wants to do is just play Dungeons and Dragons with his buddies, but Mike and Lucas are too busy going on dates with Max and Eleven, too busy with girls. Ugh. Welcome to Hawkins. Complete sneak peek. Okay, so we can go to talk to Mike's mum for some reason, and we can also surprise Dustin at the house. We need to do both, I guess, so let's go get Mike's mum out of the way first. This game likes to chuck in lots of extra side quests where you do things the show somehow forgot to include, like gathering shampoo for Karen Wheeler, because apparently the fate of Hawkins depends on it. Doing this for her completes that quest, and we can move on to finding Dustin, which is where we can unlock another trophy. Oh god, more fetch quests? An umbrella, duct tape, and some tinfoil. Okay, they're around the house. Dustin joins your party. One time at Space Camp, unlock Dustin. After gathering all those items, we can go to the crafting table and make the antenna. Crafted things. Crafted your first item, cool. Now the crafting table is quite handy because here you can make a lot of little trinkets that will make combat easier. The antenna is needed to contact Susie later on, but of course, arriving at this hilltop, there's yet another fetch quest. Only 3 missions in, you can see why this game's Metacritic score is so mid. Just presume I'm constantly doing them. In fact, this video is more of a review and highlights than anything. This game is rough. It's unbelievably repetitive. The locations referring to the source material are the only thing of interest here, and at a push, the characters' different combat options are somewhat enjoyable. Essentially, this game is just a rehash of the show but making it incredibly boring. As I moved through the game's early chapters, I very quickly unlocked Nancy, Jonathan, Eleven, and Max as playable characters. And then I continued on to earn some trophies for completing some of the missions. They're just so bland. I'm getting more annoyed the more I try to describe the game here. Just give me something to work with. I think that's the thing with a lot of these expensive rare games. They're hardly ever any good. Otherwise, someone out there would be begging for it to be re-released or accessible, but they're not. No one besides collectors, Stranger Things superfans, or completionists like me care about this game. Let's talk about the positives. No, but seriously, there's only one real positive I can think about here, and that's some of the boss fights. And that is only because they add some kind of challenge to this game. Even that's a stretch, because some of them are so badly designed, it's a joke. Billy's one is quite an easy one. I just didn't get the memo that I should have been buying medkits from vending machines before big fights such as this. And that's probably because I played this game over the span of a year. I just dreaded going back to it every time, even with its short 6-hour runtime. I think part of that is partially 2 trophies being at the back of my head always. Home a Gnome for collecting 50 gnomes, which isn't actually as bad as I thought it would be, and the real shitstorm, Survivor, for beating the game on New Game Plus. What that description doesn't tell you is that not only do you have to play the whole game again, God forbid, but you actually have to do it in some form of permadeath called eliminator mode, where once the character dies, they're gone for good. So for example, this Billy section, on that difficulty, I can't be pissing around like I was here with no health. The hospital section is one of the most frustrating in the game. The main example is this one here. These 2 enemies can actually heal each other if they're next to each other, and so attacking them can basically be useless at certain points. How are they? They're healing when they're next to each other, and I'm using Nuke to fucking separate them, and it's not working. They just stood next to each other. It's like I'm not even fucking hitting them. Oh, I've got to find everything again as well. Great. What a great checkpoint that is. I can't keep them fucking apart. He keeps running to each other. It doesn't make a fucking difference what I do, because then they just heal back up to max. It's so fucking stupid. Nancy's fucking died twice. She may as well not even be here. Stun doesn't work on them. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. And the thing is, if I die, I've got to redo the whole thing again. Look, they're just going to heal. And they're back up to full, basically. This fight was honestly a nightmare, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory as to why. Oh shit, take a look at me now. Acquire 5 trinkets, cool. I'm only trying to do this so that I can upgrade my characters basically for the fight. I've spent ages searching for stuff, but I can now, surgical shears will help, and 2 battle gears. Now in theory, it should be a breeze. Hopefully it's saved all that, because if I have to do all that again, I don't know if I could do this game. Right, 11 and Nancy, let's go. That's so annoying as well. It like, oh my god, man. It doesn't fucking count your attack if you get hit. It doesn't do it. It just takes so long to charge up. But at least it's doing damage now, but for fuck's sake, man. Jesus Christ. I know I'm going to be able to do it now. Why do I have to walk back to the boss fight every fucking time as well? That's it. Basically, that's it. It's annoying how long that took. Oh, I've accidentally skipped. Oh god, what's going on here? Okay. Well, let's just keep running. And there it is, pure nightmare fuel. That mission was pure nightmare fuel. With that now done, it was a sprint to finish the game. I unlocked more story-related trophies, and then unlocked Erica, who's actually one of the most important characters in this game, as there are many vents dotted around Hawkins that have gnomes and goodies in them, and Erica is the only one that can access these. So here, I backtracked around the whole map to get every gnome I could up to this point, and this unlocked a trophy for finding 25 out of 50. We freed Steve from the Russian base, collected some fish to put on a pizza for this bloke, don't ask, and got attacked by the spider monster thing in the cabin, which is actually one of the better moments in this game, I will give it that. After collecting my 50th and final gnome, one of the annoying trophies was done. Home a gnome. Collect all 50 hidden gnomes. Definitely the most annoying trophy in this game because it's collectible, at least so far. That is a relief. Now we can just finish the game. And I thought the game should now be straightforward from here. How wrong I was. There's a defend mission next to the antenna from earlier. Granted, this is the first and only defend mission in this game, but what a fuckery this is. Seriously. Like, I understand we're near the end of the game, but this shit is so unbalanced. It just relentlessly throws enemies at you, and even when you think it's done, it just goes on and on. Oh my god, I think I've done it. Never ending story. Oh no, I haven't. Okay, cool. There goes my hopes and dreams. This section is a joke. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. Eventually I did it. Somehow. Please, please tell me that's it. Please. Oh, my god. That sucks. That part sucks so bad. Oh my god. But at this point, I just wanted the pain to be over. And it wasn't. The Battle of Starcourt Mall is pretty easy. You just launch some fireworks whilst avoiding the attacks. Okay, if I activate this, is it going to go down? Ooh, nearly. Mall showdown complete, that's it. But back in the Russian base, you have to deal with something that plagues the whole game. Invisible walls. Bro, just let me get past them. Oh my god, man. In this last room of the game, there's a fight with the Russian Terminator, and this fight is also rough. You see, unlike every other fight in the game up to now, the game suddenly decides you can only hit him when he's countered, which means health is the most important asset here. After you manage to counter a couple hits, the machine in the middle does stun him, but this doesn't stop his movement, only his ability to block. So once again, it just feels horribly unbalanced. What? What? Oh my god, man. Not to mention, also getting stuck, still happening. It's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. Look, I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. As in, I can't get out now. It's just shit. Now, this isn't as bad as that defense section, but come on, game, just give me a break. Christ alive, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. Fucking did it. Anyway. The end. That's it. Moving day. Completed the game. The last chapter, the last couple chapters sucks. The last trophy for Eliminator mode, I'll be real, I just made sure the pain was over promptly. It still took around 6 hours, but I kept backup saves to ensure that I wouldn't have to start from scratch. And I made sure to play every encounter safe. Thankfully, a nice change is for the last boss, you're not locked to Hopper and Joyce. So this was a little bit easier, especially with Max being a healer. Oh, that just killed him. Okay, sick. It's over. Survivor. Beat the game on New Game Plus. That was a lot easier because I did just focus the correct crafting abilities that I should have probably done on my first playthrough. But that does give us beat it, and I am so glad to uninstall this game and never touch it again. So there it is. I paid £78 for this a year ago, and it's now pushing double that. And would I recommend you spend your money on this platinum? Absolutely not. But go on, tell me I'm wrong. Write down in the comments how it's a skill issue, and you're the biggest Stranger Things fan the world has ever seen, and this game is a dream come true. I double dare you. Good God, man. Cheers, channel members. Your support has made this endeavour slightly more tolerable. I hope you liked this video more than I liked this game. Hopefully that means you'll enjoy watching me play a game I actually like, which you can do by clicking on the screen here.